I wrote another little poem and I wanted to read it to you. And I also want to show you how I wrote it. So I want to let you backstage and show you my method, so to speak. Well, here's the little poem. I call it Nature's Grand Secret. This is nature's grand secret. Practice loving something small at first, knowing that something small and subtle inside us affects all this universe can hold. Well, here's how I originally wrote the poem. I had practice loving something small at first. This is nature's grand secret. Let surging Saturn make the crow white and thus restore your life in the halls of Amenti, beyond time, in the ether, knowing that something small and subtle inside us affects everything this universe can hold. I've been listening to a lot of stuff on the Atlanteans and the Book of Thoth, which I'm listening to it because they have some interesting phrases, and what I do is I'll write stuff down in my notebook. Here's some of the phrases that I wrote down. Practice loving something small at first. That's just an idea that came to my head, and so I wrote it down. Here's another idea. When do crickets sleep and what are they dreaming about? I got a cricket living in my house, so I was thinking about that. And subtly poisonous is the news. Nature's grand secret. Surging Saturn. Make the crow white. I got these phrases. I was listening to something about alchemy. I don't know anything about alchemy, but I just thought they were interesting phrases. Bestow, I like that word, but I never used it. I restored my life in the halls of Amenti. That's the Atlanteans again. Beyond time, in the ether, I like that. Something within us affects the world around us. And that turned into something small and subtle inside us affects everything this universe can hold. So that's quite a transformation there. Well, I sent this version off to my friend Daniel because we're trading poems, but after I got to thinking about it for a while, then I didn't like all that stuff in the middle because I didn't think anybody would understand it. So I got rid of all that stuff in the middle and ended up with this. This is nature's grand secret. Practice loving something small at first, knowing that something small and subtle inside us affects everything this universe can hold. I like the editing changes I made. It's a lot shorter, but I think it makes more sense. And I also wanted to show you some of the other, how I wrote these other poems that I just made a video of recently. Distracted by a variety of errors, I set out on the royal highway, fecundated by the desire for homogeneous water and other Altrusian mysteries. I came upon a lovely immortal flower of love. She said her name was Amaranth. She had crazy bright red dreadlocks that cascaded down from the top of her sturdy stalk. Watch that bird. Her skin was covered in leaf-shaped tattoos with lettering inside written in Dakini script. I asked what they meant. She kissed me and replied, I am because of others. So here's what I had written down. Altrusian, Arcanium. I didn't use that, but I did use Altrusian. I thought that was interesting. Distracted by a variety of errors. I love that phrase. The Royal Highway. I like that. The immortal flower of love, Amaranth. The amaranth flower is called the immortal flower of love. So I like that. Fecundated. Oh, that's a wonderful word. And homogeneous water. So all those phrases turned into that this poem. It's kind of amazing. Your mind is is an amazing computer. It can take all these random things and just make sense out of them. Let me show you one more. Okay, I got this little poem. Existence is musical in the gamma brainwave state. Be the treasure revealer by harmonizing the heart and mind and simply focusing on breathing deeply and slowly, and thus becoming a crystalline, pure expression of emptiness in the midst of rainbow patterns of rhythm, neither fortune or misfortune, simply music. Well, here's my notes from my notebook. So I wrote down existence is musical. If something comes into my head, I'll just write it down, or if I hear something, I'll write it down. In the gamma brainwave state, I love that phrase. Heart-brain harmony, harmonizing the heart and brain through breath and focus. So there's my main idea. Dakini script. I forget what I was listening to, but it's something I heard. Treasure revealer. I like that very much. Pure expression of emptiness. Crystalline, pure rainbow patterns. I like that. Neither fortune nor misfortune. So all that turned into this. Existence is musical in the gamma brainwave state. Be the treasure revealer by harmonizing the heart and mind and simply focusing on breathing deeply and slowly, and thus becoming a crystalline pure expression of emptiness in the midst of rainbow patterns of rhythm, neither fortune or misfortune, simply music. Yeah, I just think it's amazing how your mind could take these random phrases and come up with this. It just amazes me. I hope that helps anybody who's trying to write poems. It sure is exciting when you can create something like this. So I highly recommend you write a poem today. Oh, tell you what, let me show you one last thing. Here's my notes for my next poem. I got judgment is weakness, a synchronistic interplay, you need light to see clearly, let breathing be your balm, cyclonic activity, meaning transfigures all. Every time I try to play it safe, I come up empty. That was from a Kirk Douglas movie. The most perfect glory of the soul, divine cogitations, be manifest, the power within me sings. Wow. Any one of these could make a nice poem. Sometimes I just pick one phrase and work off that. Like with any job, probably the most important part, or one of the main things you need to do, is do the prep work. You need to prepare to do the work sometimes. And so that's what these list of phrases is. This is the prep work for writing a poem. So I've done a lot of the hard work here, and I was thinking, well, maybe some of the viewers would like to try to write their own poem using one or some or all of these phrases. Watch out, Bert. If anybody comes up with their own poem, you could just post it as a comment. That'd be kind of fun. You never know what your mind will come up with. You might want to read off this list of phrases and then sleep on it at night or something, and let your subconscious mind work on these phrases for a little bit. That always helps, I think. You gotta use all your tools if you can. All right, Bird, quit. Peaches, she's chewing on the tripod. All right, I hope somebody writes some poems. This might be kind of fun. That's all I got for today. Take care, friends. We'll see you down the trail. Bye-bye now.